Hey
Hey,
there.
hey,
How are you?
I'm doing good. And
Oh,
how are you doing?
I'm great. Thank you.
Thanks for willing to do this.
Of course. Of course. I'm sorry that Yuri's not available. He's just so busy these days and they now when
Yeah,
they schedule interviews, it's all through the PR team and stuff like that. It's very difficult to get it in there. So
it's okay because I have many questions I've been wanting to ask
all
you.
right, let's do it because we have about 15 minutes and then I have to go do a voiceover session. So yes,
But
let me get all your answer. Let me get all the answers as best I can.
tell me, how is it like being a voice actor in many animated shows?
I mean, I think it's wonderful. I love being an actor in any medium, and I think it's particularly exciting to get to work behind the microphone and play characters and bring them to life that I may or may not get an opportunity to do on camera. So I adore being an actor, and I adore getting to work in voiceover.
I see. This is what you like about it, which leads me to the one most important question.
Yeah.
How did you get into voice acting?
Well, I was already an actor. I was doing television and film and theater, and I was looking for more opportunities. I mean, I think actors just want to work and we want to be, obviously, we need to make money and eat and have a place to live. But it was just a matter of me trying to figure out what other things there were that actors could do. And it suddenly sort of hit me. I was like, wait, who does Saturday morning cartoons? Because this was back when there were Saturday morning cartoons. And my husband, Yuri, and I were talking, and he's like, yes, Saturday morning cartoons. Why didn't I think of that? I grew up watching those. And so we took a class, and then from there, we started working.
I see. So that's how you got into voice acting. Because of that, which, of course, about your voice acting, I'm a big fan of your characters, which, to be
Thank you.
honest with you, your characters are hard because of your voice, of course. But anyway, about your characters, in the game Persona 4,
Mhm.
what was your favorite part about playing the character Mitsuru Kirijo?
Oh yeah. Well, I mean, I think Mitsuru is a really interesting character because she takes things so seriously and she's so dedicated and committed. But then I also love like if you know the Persona series, like there's a series and then there's various video games, and then they've taken the video games in lots of different directions. I mean, there's a dancing video game, and like they did a lot of really fun stuff with that, which I thought was interesting to take those characters and put them in various scenarios and situations. And I think that's a lot of fun to play with. And I think the fans really enjoy that.
I see. So that's what you like about playing the character, because I'm
Mhm.
actually played a lot of Persona, and I've
Yes.
got to say, you did very awesome playing that character along with your husband, which I got to admit, it's very awesome seeing you two together.
It's fun getting to work together.
Yeah, that's very good. But
Mhm.
anyway, what was the biggest thing when you played Temari in Naruto?
The biggest thing, I don't know. I mean, I've been voicing Temari, and I think everybody that was part of the first iteration of actors that came into Naruto, we've been on that show and recording for almost 18 years, I think. So, I mean, I can't, there's not like one thing necessarily that stands out from that length of time. I mean, you're talking about like the spanning of 2 decades almost. But I also, much like with Mitsuru, I very much enjoy the character of Tamari. I think that she has a lot of really interesting journey. She has an interesting journey that she goes on because the characters evolve and they mature and they go through so much life experience during the course of the show that I think that was really fun for me to get a chance to, while I am changing and growing as a human, be present to the changes and growth of the character. And I thought that was really a great experience for me to get to have.
I see. So that's the biggest thing about playing the character, because I've actually seen Naruto for years since I was a little boy. And
Yeah,
ever
yeah.
since then, I've been hearing a lot of everybody's voices. And that's because the first thing I've heard from you was Temari.
Oh
So
yeah.
that's how I got to know about you
Oh
so well,
awesome.
because of the
Yeah.
character, of course.
Yeah.
But
Yeah. It was one of
anyway,
it was probably my first biggest. I mean, I had had some other roles, but as far as like more acclaim, that was probably the biggest role that I had, the first biggest role that I
of course, and that's okay. But anyway, how is it like playing Lisa in Bleach.
Lisa is a very funny, silly character. She's a little dirty and she's a little like naughty, sort of, which is fun.
And also perverty.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. And then so that's kind of fun to play with the fact that she's just a little like, she doesn't care what people think about what she thinks, and she's very silly. And then it's fun because in that series I also play Sode, which is the voice of the sword, and so it's nice because there's a balance between those two characters that I'm getting to bring to life and how different they are. Much like in Persona, I'm Elizabeth as well as Mitsuru, and those are very, very different characters. So it's fun to get to have the dichotomy between the two.
Oh, I see. So that's how you like about playing the character. What was your favorite thing about playing the character Edelgard in Fire Emblem?
Well, it's an honor to get to bring Edelgard to life. I love that she is equally loved and adored and also despised. That's kind of fun to have a character that has such a powerful reaction in fans. But what I love about her is that she is very committed to doing what she believes to be right and the only way through. And she makes hard choices and hard decisions in order to take care of herself, but also others. And I really love that about her.
I see. So that's what you like about playing her, because I actually play Fire Emblem, and
Yeah.
like the most recent one called Three Hopes. And I've got to say, you did pretty amazing playing a big role,
Thank you.
especially when it comes to showing a lot of background stories about why are the characters doing this and why are they doing all that. And of course, for Mr. Corey Smith, of course, showing why he became so evil and why he wants to kill your character for.
Exactly.
Which made me feel delighted, But anyway, what was your favorite thing about being in the video game Spider-Man as the character Yuri Watanabe?
Oh, well, I love getting to work with my husband because he's amazing and that's fun. I love the world and franchise of those Marvel superheroes and Spider-Man in particular because he's such a great character. And then Yuri Watanabe is very committed to her ideals and her beliefs, and she's very strong-willed. I mean, it's a recurring theme in many of the characters I play is their commitment to do what they believe is right. But I love the banter that I get to have as Yuri with my own husband Yuri playing Peter Parker. So that's a blast.
Oh, I see. So what was your favorite thing about playing her? Because I actually played the Spider-Man game, and
Yeah.
and I saw your character about wanting her to take revenge on Keith Silverstein for what she has done to her in the past.
Yes.
Which is a very hard thing that I begin to experience, an experience that I begin to learn from. And that's why these characters, those who are willing to do all this just to achieve their goals, are the ones that needs to atone for their ways. And by doing that, they must learn from their own mistakes. And that way, they can possibly redeem themselves, and they will eventually learn from it. That's a fair lesson I learned from the game.
Yeah, it's a good lesson.
What was the best part about playing in the anime show Sailor Moon?
Well, I am not one of the main characters in Sailor Moon, but I do love getting to be Ikuko. Ikuko is Sailor Moon's mom. And so I definitely have a blast with that. She's just, she's her own little daffy little mom self, and that's a lot of fun.
You also play Kilionte.
Oh, Kalinite. I am also Kalinite, yes.
Yes, one of the villains who are working with Keith Silverstein. And
I do like getting to be villains. Villains are always fun to bring to life. There's something, you get to just really sort of revel in their dirtiness. So that's fun.
Of course, because all I know is that I hear all your voices,
Yes.
And of course, you did very good playing villains, especially what their true motives are and why they are doing this.
Yeah. I mean, villains don't really think of themselves as villains, right? They have to think that they're doing what they think is right. But yeah, they're pretty wicked. So
yeah, of course. But anyway, which character has been the most challenging to you and why?
Oh, well, some characters are more vocally stressful, just based on where I've placed the voice. So that's always its own trick. A lot of times, like when I play dragons in things like World of Warcraft, those are more vocally stressful. But as far as like which character's been the most challenging, I mean, I guess I would go back and revisit Temari because I've gotten to be with her for so long. The challenge is to not get into a comfort zone with her, but to always be surprised by her choices so that I can bring them to life and in a organic and showing her humanity.
Oh, I see. And you know about your dragon character, of course. I know one dragon character I know you of. Arath from DOT Dragon's Blood, which she turns in her human form.
Great. Well, I'm really glad that you were able to take some nice things away from that.
It's what I do, you know.
Well, thank you so much. I appreciate it. It was nice chatting with you today.
Of course.
I'm going to have to go so I can get to my session, but have a wonderful day.
And I'm very glad you appreciate everything I've been working hard with.
Definitely. Well, have a great day. It was so nice to chat with you and take care. Okay.
You too. And tell your husband I said hello.
Okay. Bye.